Great rest of your day. Hey, everyone, welcome, foodie fans. This is the Kansas City Steak Company hot dog, steak dog, gourmet hot dog, 12 or 24. And of course, it's the month of May. We're the food of the month. So we're giving you a great deal by not doubling the price of the 12, but actually saving you almost $25 if you go with that 24 count. Obviously, you see these beautiful hot dogs in front of me. And yes, these are 3.2 ounce juicy steak dogs. And what do I mean by a steak dog? Well, what I mean is that, this is an all beef hot dog. And you've heard that term, all beef hot dog, but necessarily it doesn't mean steak, right? It means inexpensive cuts of meat put inside that hot dog. And that's why people for the longest time kind of shy away from the hot dog until now, until we've given you a steak dog. We've taken prime rib, filet mignon, New York strip steak, all those elevated cuts of meat, and we put them inside a hot dog. It still tastes like a hot dog, but it's a deeper, richer hot dog. And at 3.2 ounces, this is that hot dog that you can completely give a great sear to, almost burn it, and it's still going to remain juicy in the inside. Now, I always love to do this where we compare our hot dog to a store-bought regular hot dog. Now, the hot dog that I purchased is not a bad hot dog at all. But when you don't know, that's what's the problem, right? So you've been eating this one your whole life, 1.6 ounces. You've probably had it at a barbecue or at the ballpark. However, when I put it next to here, you see that beautiful red color of steak, of beef, right? You also notice how large it is because this is 3.2 ounces. This is 1.6 ounces. So you're getting double the size dog. Now, what I love to show is because it's so big, I'll show you on my board here, is that I like to butterfly these hot dogs. You see that? I butterfly that hot dog. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll give each of my kids a half of the hot dog. And they're totally fine with that. A little bit of French fries, sometimes some chicken nuggets. But what I love is that they get their protein, but at 3.2 ounces, I get to feed both kids. Now, since we have it already butterflied, this is what's fun about that 3.2 ounces is that you can kind of stuff that hot dog to make it a little bit easier to put back in that bun. So let me just show you. I'm going to go a little bit of chili on this one, right? A little bit of chili, yum. And then I'm going to go to a little bit of cheddar cheese. And then I like a little mustard. Mustard and chili just seem to go super, super great together. And then what I do is I come over here and I put it in the bun because if you don't do this, it's really difficult sometimes to keep all those condiments inside that bun. And now you have it, right? You have that 3.2 ounce gourmet steak dog, chili, cheese, and a little mustard just to kind of finish it off. So let's go through the offer. This is our food of the month at QVC, which is the hot dog, right? It's May. You're getting ready for the beach, the summer, and what a way to kick it off to get those freezers loaded with your hot dog. And I love the 24 count because at 24, we're not going to double the price from the 12. We're actually going to save you almost $25. So if you've had our dogs and you're looking at the price and you're saying, all right, it's that time of year, then get the 24, stock up and save, right? And if you've never tried our hot dogs, certainly the 12 count makes sense. But let me tell you, if you don't even like hot dogs, and trust me, my wife does not like hot dogs, but when she tried this about 8 years ago, now she asks them from me. When she goes on a trip with her girlfriends every year and she has to bring something, she asks me if she can have some hot dogs, which prior to that, she would have never said that to me. So if you don't like a hot dog, but you kind of wanted a hot dog because it feels right during this time of year, then try these hot dogs. If you love hot dogs and you've never had these, trust me, this is a gourmet experience. I like to say it's got notes of bacon, deep, rich. It's a recipe when you take all those elevated steaks like filet mignon, prime rib, New York strip steak, and you form a recipe, a hot dog, all beef hot dog recipe. it is just so rich and so deep, and it's such a great experience. It's not just a hot dog. So let's go through the choices. You have either the 12 count, okay, and then you have that 24 count. Now, listen, we have three easy payments of either $19.33 or $29.99. I love the 24 count. Again, we just starting to get the grills going, people coming over, pool parties, beach parties, whatnot. And again, this is great to have in that freezer, not only for yourself. You have to kind of think outside the box. This could be where you're going somewhere to a party at the moment and they say, you know what, can you bring something? And you say, oh, you know what? I got the steak dogs in the freezer. I'm going to grab like maybe 4 to 6 packs of those. And then and you're part of the barbecue because there's lots of things at a barbecue, right? That's why you can even split these. Like I always love to do, we'll split this one. And I love to split these. And then I kind of cook them. If you want to know how I cook them, I do a little butterfly action and then I sear them on both sides, just like that. But like I said, for my kids or someone who just doesn't want a lot to eat, I butterfly these. And what's great is if you think about it, now you have 1.6 ounces, 1.6 ounces. That is the size of a normal hot dog. And I'll quickly show you that difference of those hot dogs. This is our hot dog, sorry. 3.2 ounces, red in color, just like beef. And then next door to it is kind of like this beige 1.6 ounce hot dog. And, you know, again, what would you rather have? Even if you were to butterfly this, you still, I feel, get a lot more hot dog and a lot better taste. And again, what do you love on your hot dog? Okay. I'll tell you what I like on my hot dog. I like a little relish. So I kind of build the hot dog with flavors. So I like a little sweetness, right, to complement that really rich, just really rich. And then I like to go in with a little bit of onion to get a little kick on that. And then I do a little bit of mustard, and that is my dog with a little bit of celery salt, okay? Celery salt is so awesome on a hot dog, okay? Now, I'm from Chicago, so I grew up not only at hot dogs, like literally at a very young age, but also I grew up having celery salt on the hot dog. And I'll never forget that because it's one of those things in your pantry that either you probably don't have, right? Or you have it and you never thought to use it to finish off that hot dog, right? Because it has components that just help that hot dog pop, and it gives you that like saltiness that this hot dog won't give you. So that's how I kind of like to finish out. So that's another hot dog, okay? And again, let me show you something. This is really cool. What's great about the 3.2 ounces is that when I do this, for example, now I want you to look at that. Usually when we bite into a hot dog, we get a lot of bun, right? But when I just show you that plain hot dog and bun, when you bite that, you're going to get a great bite of that hot dog, that rich gourmet hot dog. And then the bun is just right there. It's not like too much bun or too much hot dog. It's important, right? And I want to share something. You know, growing up eating hot dog, there is this place in Chicago. They did the most amazing thing, which you could absolutely duplicate, is they would take the hot dog, they put it in the bun, they put whatever you want on it, and then they put it in this paper bag. And then they take these just well-seasoned, just out of the fryer French fries, and they put it in the bag on top of the hot dog. So then you go to the parking lot or in your car and you take a couple French fries, and then the grease from the French fries kind of just went on that hot dog. It's unbelievable experience. So you could actually duplicate that in your own house. Just go get some paper bags. And again, this is the Kansas City Gourmet Steak Dog. You get a 12 count or a 24 count. We didn't double the price on the 24 count. You're going to save almost $25 if you go with the 24 count, which really, really works out to a lot cheaper than if you were to get a hot dog pretty much anywhere. But again, this is 3.2 ounces. It's a steak dog. And we have that 3 easy payments. I'm a huge fan of that. I love it. This way you can get other things in the show, because there's some great things in the show. And free shipping and handling, which is huge. Okay, because if you go on various websites, you're going to pay that shipping and handling. where we love QVC, no shipping and handling, right? So if Father's Day is coming up, Mother's Day, what a great gift. You know, my dad, he lives in Florida, and I'll be honest with you, because I don't know what he does every day, I don't know what he likes anymore. I do know one thing, and we have this in common. He loves food, and he loves a good quality hot dog. And guess what I'm sending him for Father's Day? I'm going to send him one box of these, and he'll be the happiest guy because my mom won't eat them. So he'll have them for at least 6 months. And he's got a little barbecue on his deck, and he just goes out there and he'll take a picture and send it to me, and I'm just so happy. All right, look at this. So when you cut our hot dog open, you see that glistening? That's the marbling. That's the juiciness of all those steak cuts inside the hot dog. So when you look at that, first of all, you see this juicy hot dog. You can't dry out. I mean, I'm telling you, if you like a good, like burnt, charred hot dog, this is your hot dog because you could do it and it's not going to shrivel up like one of those small little hot dogs that we were showing to you earlier, right? I mean, if you charred this and treat it like a steak, it will shrivel up. But that 3.2 ounce hot dog, you can, as I say, I go direct heat on the grill to get a super great char, and then I move it slightly to the back, and I let it kind of just do its thing internally. But you see that difference. That's what you've been eating. But now I think this is what you want to try and have that in your freezer all summer long. This is a great product. I mean, listen, look at it. I mean, this is how it comes. It stacks. I mean, you can kind of see if you're looking, because I know a lot of people's freezers aren't huge, but I think you could definitely fit a lot of these in. And what's great is these are in a pinch. You just put them in cold water, give it maybe 15 minutes or so, and you're ready to go. And I like them in the air fryer. I like them in boiling water with some aromatics. You kind of replicate what it's like to go to the city and have the hot dog cart and they pull it out of there. But you just see how juicy that interior is. And again, it still tastes like a hot dog, but instead of inexpensive cuts of mystery meat, this is steak. This is prime rib. This is filet mignon. This is top sirloin. This is all those high-end cuts of beef in the hot dog. And let me tell you something. If you have these at your barbecue, I mean, let's face it, a lot of people never had a steak dog. So if you're looking to wow your friends and family, this is the way to go. And not to mention to make them feel good. I mean, because it's not like you just went and bought some hot dogs and threw them on the grill. This is something you actually thought about, and you thought about it for them. So again, this is the Kansas City Steak Company Food of the Month hot dog, steak dog, 3.2 ounces. It is Food of the Month, and that 24 count is a deal. You're going to save almost $25 if you go with the 24 count. And of course, you have 3 easy payments and free shipping and handling. If you're looking to buy some great gifts this year for Father's Day, I would say send Dad a box of these hot dogs, right? And again, you get the bill, he gets the hot dogs, and everybody is happy. And let me tell you something. You know, when he has these, when he tastes them, not only is he going to really enjoy them and probably order more, but he's going to thank you. It's going to be, wow, like where did you get steak dogs? I didn't even know steak dogs existed, right? Well, they do, and they live here at QVC for the month of May. Okay, so we have a limited supply, and as we get closer to the month, that supply diminishes. So if you're thinking about it, grab them. I love the easy payment option. There you go. They're 4 to a pack. And of course, you're probably used to seeing 8 hot dogs to a pack, but because these are 3.2 ounces, they're double the size. And certainly not a store-bought hot dog. This is that hot dog that is not only a bun filler, but will fill you. This and a hamburger, and I think it's nap time, right? I mean, wow. So again, at 3.2 ounces, I made a couple dogs earlier. I made one with chili and cheese and mustard. I love mustard. I'm not a ketchup guy. It's just the way it goes. But I also, in Seattle, I believe they do mayo on their hot dog, which is quite interesting. So I think I'd do mayo with like some cherry peppers and